Welcome back, everybody. We're continuing with All Star Night. Like we said, we do have three matches for you tonight. Started with the amateur tier, and they blew everybody away with that series. We're going to keep the hype going. We're going to move into Contender. I am MD. I'm joined once again on the desk with Taco, with Russ producing. Taco, what exactly are we going to be expecting? Because Andy started us off with a bang, and now we're moving into Tendi. And honestly, it's just great to see Tendi back after a several season hiatus.
Yeah, it's really good to see Contender back. I have fond memories of my time in Contender, and certainly these players are very talented, and hopefully they provide us even a fraction of the entertainment that the Emmy ones did, because that was a heck of a series that we got, and yeah, that's going to be an exciting one to watch.
So without further ado, we are going to announce your Contender All Stars live here on stream. We're going to go ahead, take a look for your Contender tier. Your All Stars are Your Boy Blue, Bird Turd, Steph M2, Rye Guy 25, ZZ Gamer Yo Yo, Orphan Baby Pangolin, Pythagor Jags, and Azoro Arc. Congratulations to all of these players. They had a fantastic season. And we once again see two representatives from 50/50 Pizzeria. So Taco's totally not going to be biased here.
No bias. I would never be biased. I've never been biased in my life. There's never been a point of bias ever. But both 50/50 and Tyrants of the Sea have two representatives in this one. Your Boy Blue and Pythagor Jax will not be, could not make this one. So instead, Ryguy and Azoroark are subbing in for this Contender matchup. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to watch. This Contender season, the 50/50 team was so dominant in the finals. It was incredible to watch, and Ark and Steph really put on the show. And I know the Tyrants of the Sea Contender team was super good in the regular season. Both Pangolin and Your Boy Blue were putting up, like, I think like over 100 RPV or near 100 RPV numbers, very high in the statistics. They were dominant throughout the regular season, and yeah, definitely going to be exciting matchups to watch.
I do believe we have everybody into the lobby now. I'm gonna go ahead and slowly start getting them onto the field. At this point, I'm not even gonna make a prediction because I don't know what to expect. Uh, but obviously, you're familiar with some players in this tier. You already talked about some stats. What exactly do you think we'll be expecting here? I mean, are we expecting more of the same from Amu, just lights out from start to finish, or maybe a little bit slower, just to slow the pace of things down a little bit?
Sorry, I just got jump scared by Ark in the Lightning McQueen car. He was staring at me through my screen. But I think we're going to see some interesting things. I feel like Contender is where you see inconsistencies, you see mechanics, and you see inconsistent moments. But Ark is going to, he definitely has some mechanical plays as Bertrand almost there. Stack on the follow. And this one is going to be an early start for the blue team, for team one. And you guys probably can't see it, but there is a bunch of quick chats coming out.
Yeah, these guys are just having fun right now. Yeah, the first shot in the back of the net from Steph and Bertard coming together, making everything work out here. Or Arc in the Lightning McQueen vehicle, pass over to Bertard off both posts and in. Team one once again starting off very strong.
Yeah, great play from the Arc there. He defers for Bertard. And I think they might have more quick chats than ball touches in this game. It is a intense battle between the two, but Bertard is leading the way. Has a goal and an assist already. Orphan Baby Pangolin tosses that one up. Steph trying to be on the end of it. Can't get the contact with the front of his car. Bertard pops it up. Arc is going to try and get there. He'll pop it up to the ceiling. A 50. Pangolin will just calmly control it, but he doesn't have the boost. Steph plays it in between the orange team. Pangolin not being able to get there. ZZ Gamer Yo-Yo has the ball, but doesn't have the time blue team is continuing to pressure them, but this time, almost in the net. ZZ Gamer Yo-Yo, almost there, and Bergturd run into each other, but Bergturd gets bumped into making another save on the ball. This one is chaotic. Can they finally find the net? No. Team 2 cannot find their way in.
Great pass down. Bangalin was trying to come in. Guy looking for a pass in the middle, unable to find the touch. Steph will clear this away. One more touch comes out from Steph. Gamer Yo-Yo able to get a 50, but it goes straight to Arc. Guy has to beat Bergturd to this ball and does. Runs out of boost though. Has to leave it for Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo, one touch over, trying to get the second. Unable to get it by Steph. Bangalin off the backboard here. Is anybody there for the follow-up? No. Arc's going to clear it long. Guy shot on target. Arc unable to find the touch. It doesn't find the back of the net. They're getting shots on, but they're not being accurate. They have to get one of these into the back of the net now.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. You feel like Team 2 should have scored one of these chances, but it feels like the goal just has a lid on it right now. They are unable to do anything about it. Bergturd's going to try and take control, get it around one, but gets bumped off the ball. Steph is going to have a free shot, as the orange team didn't think he was actually going to attack the ball, but he did end up doing so. Arc in the Lightning McQueen car, gets a 50. Pangolin's awkward. That one's over Yo-Yo's head, and Arc is going to try and stay on the ball. Bergturd, who has mechanics, has been in the upper tiers, has been in Chally before. Same with Arc. Many of these players have been in higher tiers and are definitely capable of the mechanical abilities. Bergturd is still there, but how has this one not found its way into the blue net once? I don't know.
It's a good question. Guy looking for a pass, but has nobody there. Everybody rotated out. Bergturd gets bumped. Yo-Yo to the backboard. Pangolin's already up. Bergturd looking unable to get it. Throw Arc. Able to get one clear, one touch. Able to get a 50. Steph is there, but low on boost. One boost and a dream. Trying to pass it down to a teammate. Yo-Yo's going to be able to clear this away, but it only goes as far as Bergturd. 50 comes out. Gonna go to the backboard. There's a double touch opportunity from Yo-Yo. That is a great read. And Team 2 finally finds the back of the net.
Yeah, what a great read from the aerial backboard read. Yo-Yo air rolls around and finds the touch and finally is able to break the scoring drought, as it feels like they had a lot more chances and are finally able to capitalize. Yo-Yo is gonna capitalize again, and it feels like the lid has been broken off the goal. They are scoring in bunches now.
That is great speed from Yo-Yo to get back up to that ball. Incredible stuff already coming out. Now we're tied game, a minute 19 to go. By the way, I do have some information from our caster, from our producer. He did say it in chat, but in AMI they split up into 2 separate VCs, so they were hard coming. For this matchup, all 6 players are in the same voice chat, so we don't know what they're planning in there. They could plan an OT without us even knowing.
Yeah, there might be some shenanigans going on. We might need to check some of these questionable moments that might come out later in the series. But starting off, Team 1 now have to respond after getting 2 straight goals. Quick fired back onto their heads, as Guy is not going to be able to get there as Bergturd clears it to the corner to safety. Arc has control. Arc, it gets immediately challenged by Bangalin. Pangolin with the shot over the defense, and Team 2 have completed the comeback with 23 seconds left.
Yeah, once again, I'm confused. I don't have a whole lot to add right now. You know what? I'm just gonna let these guys play it out. They seem like they're having fun, at least. But the scoring is just coming naturally to everybody, it seems like, as Arc is gonna clear this away. We might see the first overtime here if they let something happen. Penguin's having none of it. It's gonna try to clear it long. Bergturd able to get a touch. Maybe looking for the back of the net. Gets a pinch. Here comes Guy with the shot. It's gonna hit the ground. Team 2 will take game number 1.
Yeah, no shenanigans happening, at least in game 1. They are both fighting for it, regardless of the quick chats and VC, they are fighting back and forth, and Team 2 were able to respond completely to the pressure, come all the way back from down 2, and yeah, looked very impressive at the end of the game.
All right, so with that being said, just kind of looking at everything, I man, it's hard to know exactly what to say in this instance. Yo-Yo definitely stood out on the offensive end. Just two very quick goals to get his team back into it. Penguin able to find a seam, gets a goal for themselves. Rye Guy was definitely, as you can see, the assist man. But funnily enough, despite them being able to outshoot Team One, they didn't get a whole lot of saves. So at least almost everything that Team One put on target was
Oh
in the
my.
back of the net. As we have another server go down for maintenance. Now we have to reset again.
That's the yeah. Oh man, yeah. Last one was after game one, so it might be the game one curse. So, if we're getting a mirror of last series, then we're certainly in for something.
Ah man, that by itself scares me that we have two server maintenance notices right after game one because it the same thing like we said the same thing happened in the Amy series and it ended up being the most banger series that I have seen at least in Amy. That was just incredible stuff. We are getting the lobby set back up, so we'll have to see if that at the game one curse leads to another banger series with the server maintenance.
Well, the only thing different this time is Team Two won that game, so maybe Team One will win every even game, and Team Two will win every odd game. I don't know what's gonna
I
happen.
swear if that happens, I'm going to lose it.
Oh man. Well, they're all making their way slowly back into the lobby, but yeah, I mean, the offense from Team One kind of dried out. I was saying they had most of the chances early on, but then I don't think they had a shot. Like the last 3 minutes of the game, they got completely starved, and so that is going to have to change. They are going to need to get shots more than the first 2 minutes of the game if they want to win more than one game in the series.
Yeah, I definitely think ball possession was more on the side of team 2, especially in the last half of the game there. Team 1 was definitely very strong on the from the outset, but seemed to just kind of turtle up there towards the end, which is a little bit concerning. But again, this is for fun. Obviously, they're all in a VC together, so maybe it was planned, but we don't know what shenanigans are going on in there.
Yeah, we
Uh,
just about
oh, here we
got
go.
everyone back in, so we should be good to go now. All 6 players are in the lobby. Team 1 and Team 2. Team 1 have to find the offense again. Steph and Ark have the teammate chemistry. Bertrand is able to have the mechanics as well. Can they respond to the pressure that Team 2 brought onto them?
The great touch immediately coming out from Yo-Yo, but unable to find a teammate. Steph, shot on target. All's able to get cleared. Yo-Yo gets Demon in the background. Ryguide gets the clear, but unable to get it out of the back of the net. Bertrand will put it in. And once again, we have Team 1 starting out the scoring.
Yeah, great play there. A demo means that the last defender was in an awkward position, having to make a touch. A low 50 doesn't clean up into a safe position, so Ark is able to just get a light touch into the midfield, and there was nobody back to save Bertrand's chance. Bertrand's going to leave the ball, though. Yo-Yo has a clean touch, but Ark is receptive to it, practicing his reaction times there, able to jump off the goal line. Ark's gonna miss the ball here, though, and everyone completely whiffs. That is sure to draw out maybe some quick chats, I was gonna say, but no one quick chatting on that one, interestingly.
50-50? I'm so confused. Ark just misses the ball. Bertrand is awkward and flicks it into his own net. And we're suddenly with a tie game with only 40 seconds gone. Oh boy, this is going to be a long night, isn't it, Taco?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a long night, for sure, as Bertrand is going to try and clear this away, but we are going to get back and forth series, I think, all night long, which is good to see for competitive sake, and certainly better than some of the All-Stars in the past. But if you wanted a quick, short night, that is not what we are getting. We are getting some intense action. Yo-Yo was creeping a bit too far up. Is just going to clear that one to safety and take his corner boost. But again, this one's really awkward as Ryguy has to come to the helping of Pangolin there. Pangolin gets a touch in the midfield. Arc is probably first to this ball. No, Yo-Yo is instead. Steph gets beat to that. Berger gets bumped. Pangolin is there to punish him, as what a great play from Yo-Yo. Getting it around 1, getting it around 2, and getting the bump on the last defender to set up the open net for Pangolin.
Great bump coming out from Yo-Yo to set that up, and like you were saying, that was just great all the way around. Yo-Yo putting the team on his back there, setting up Pangolin for the goal. Ryguy able to get a 50. Here comes bird turn again, but Pangolin stands tall in net. Oh, on boost, trying to get the ball cleared. Finally wins the 50. Yo-Yo has to rush to this ball. It's for somebody to challenge. Fake Steph. Able to get underneath Arc and puts it into the back of the net, bottom right. Incredible stuff coming out from Yo-Yo.
Man, I don't know who woke him up, but he is putting on a showing now as a fake on the first defender who was trying to get a 50. And then a great little ground dribble into bottom right slot. What a play from Yo-Yo, and he has certainly been the MVP early in this series, and the reason Team 2 is now looking like the team to beat. 3 minutes left, though. We could certainly see the tide start to shift, the tide start to turn around, but not if it's continuing to go into the blue net. Arc can't get quite the touch he wanted, so Ryguy will be there to put in the open net. Bird Turd not able to get back in time.
Arc being the last one back there was just going to be tough no matter what he did. If he had gotten a better touch to even just slow it down instead of to get right out to Ryguy, it might have been a little bit better, gave his team some time to get back, but right now they're down 3 goals. Bird Turd harassing Pangolin in the midfield. And excuse me, I had to burp a couple times. Yo-Yo now has possession of the ball. It's one touch, but unable to get the ball from Steph. Now we're back in the orange half.
Yeah, great play there, but again, it's short-lived as Team 1 have had more shots than Game 1 already, but they are not able to find the net, and their defense is leaking goals. But Bird Turd trying to make something happen. Arkin not in the right position. Steph flips out of the way unintentionally. I think Ryguy going for the air dribble. Can he find the double touch? No. That would have been one for the highlight reel. Instead, it's going to be Yo-Yo. Bird Turd, not a lot of boost.
My.
And Yo-Yo is putting this game into his own hands. He's playing like Thanos right now. Every goal completely dunking out the last defender.
That is disgusting. Yo-Yo, are you playing in the right tier? This man up into vet ASAP.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that, and I'm not in this tier, so that says something. Arc is gonna say something right back, and blue team, Team 1, will find a little bit of something to stop the bleeding off the fake from Steph that he makes sure to quick chat that he was faking, in case the audience wanted to know. He was definitely faking that.
Yeah, 100%. Little conviction in the fake. Urter gets a nice 50 off of the kickoff, but it only goes as far as Arc, who's able to 50 it to the sidewall. Urter has boost. Gets a great 50. It's going to drop in front of the net for a teammate, but Arc is a little too close. This ball's going to get cleared away by Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo down to Pangolin. Pangolin over to Ryguy. Ryguy trying to get a touch, but unable to get there in time. All get cleared away by Arc. These are for Bird Turd to put into the corner. Bird Turd looking for a pass in the middle, unable to find it. Steph has to run back now. Ryguy gets a touch. It's going to go off the backboard. Do we see Pangolin get a touch? He actually gets a fake. Now Zoroark has plenty of time on this ball and the boost. Pitches it to the middle, looking for a teammate. Here comes Bird Turd, unable to make the touch, and the ball will get cleared away.
That's been the story of Team 1 so far. They've had their moments, but they aren't able to get those finishing touches. and follow up on each other effectively. Pangolin is gonna beat the defender to the ball and just put in a little bit of a boop off the front of his nose. Bird Turd crept out of net, and Pangolin was just up in the air too quick.
Turn my head for 2 seconds to see what's going on in chat. And Pangolin puts a shot into the back of the net.
I think that's your fault. You know, we've seen like 20 goals so far or something. That might be an exaggeration, but it's felt like it.
It's definitely felt like it's been 20 goals because this has just been it's just been a score city from both sides. I mean, especially just Yo-Yo in particular. Yo-Yo already has a hat trick, by the way, and Pangolin is on the verge of having a hat trick and is shooting 100% right now. I think every single goal but 2 has been assisted. Like, what?
Yeah, we are watching something of the series, but the way it's going, Team 1 are going to have to completely reverse the tides of this series. The way the way the series is going, they are going to have to completely shift it and go for a reverse sweep because they are down to match point. Team 2 just have to win 1 more game, and Team 1 have to win 3 in a row.
At the very end of the game there, I think I saw Bird Turd trying to own goal it to get the 7-2. I'm not sure exactly who it was on that final touch, but yeah, so yeah, easy. Team 1 setting up the reverse sweep, obviously. That's what they wanted this whole entire time. It's all calculated. They want to take it to game 5 in a reverse sweep. But man, Yo-Yo and Pangolin, those two in particular, have been playing lights out from the start of this. They've been the bulk of the offense, and Pangolin doing everything on both sides, shooting and defending, picking up the savior medal with 2 goals. And everybody on Team 2 picks up the cycle. Great stats all the way around.
Yeah, they were putting up numbers in that game, and as you were saying, it was Yo-Yo and Pangolin. It took about probably like a minute into the first game for them to start waking up, and they've been on fire since. They are not going into scoring droughts. They are linking up, and Yo-Yo, who has been literally Thanos almost, he has been dunking everyone and putting in double taps. And Team 1 are going to have to wake up and stop that threat, because if you can stop those two, well, you still got Rye Guy back there, but you got to be able to stop this scoring from happening, let alone start scoring on your own.
Yo-Yo's looking for a flip reset, unable to find it. England's going to clear this ball away. It doesn't go very far. Has Rye Guy to bail him out. Steph. It's 1 touch past the defense. Looking for another. These are for Pangolin for some reason. Does end up getting the 50. Oh, set up to Steph. Steph unable to make contact. Bird Turd. You're looking for a pass in the middle. Misses the ball. Yo-Yo has possession. Doesn't have the whole lot of boost. Still gets into the middle. Here comes Rye Guy. It's a great save from Steph. And Steph will try to run this ball away.
Yeah, definitely, as Arc is trying to play this in. It's got a good 50. Bird Turd can't find it past Rye Guy, as this one is still in the orange end. What a great 50 to keep it in, but they ran out of boost. They ran out of time. Arc will play it, but Pangolin's really awkward. Does he know about it? Arc is up for it. Can he get the touch? It's past the back post, and Arc will just have to back pass it. Bird Turd can't read that one. Arc to Bird Turd. Bird Turd gets the boost, but he's beat to the ball by Yo-Yo, and Yo-Yo trying to 50 Steph. Steph is going to be up for this one. He runs past the ball. 0 boost for Pangolin, but isn't even going to matter. Rye Guy up in the air. Bird Turd gets a 50, but it's to the corner of the safety.
Just want to point out, by the way, that Arc has also switched cars. He's now running the Octane, so it's possible that now, after playing the first 2 series in Lightning McQueen, that Arc's like, okay, maybe I do need to take this a little bit more seriously, and opts for the car switch back to the Octane hitbox. Yeah,
it's an interesting choice, going away from the meta Lightning McQueen car, as we all know. It's very popular in the RLCS and Pro Seed. But feeling the comfort car of the Octane. I know Arc is pretty much a pure Octane player when I played with him. I've played with him for like 3 seasons. I've played on his team, and he He loves the octane, and definitely might help him out a bit on the comfort aspect. And this one's going to be an infield pass. Can Ark get there? No, he cannot. So Steph is going to be back. He'll beat Pangolin to this ball, but he misses the ball entirely, and Bird Turd has to go. A little bit of shakiness coming out from Team 1. Pangolin is disrespecting them. Steph should be able to clear it. Guy, it's getting awkward for Team 1. They're all bunched up. Bird Turd plays it over Yo-Yo, but it's past the post. Ark can't get it past Yo-Yo. Bird Turd off the backboard. Steph coming in. This one is somehow not in the net. Ark coming in. This one's off the back sidewall post. How is this one not in the orange net?
How do we just not have a score yet, as they almost make me shut up? Steph back down to Ark. Ark low on boost. Has to just get by Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo doesn't get the greatest touch. Here comes Bird Turd. It's going to fall in the back of the net. Finally, the scoring opens up after nearly 3 minutes of no scoring, of no goals, excuse me.
Yeah, Team 1 have had shot after shot in this game. They finally have the lead. I don't think they had the lead since Game 1, early in Game 1. So they are back up for a Steph over everyone. A great kickoff there. Ark dead balls it, and Steph is quicker to it than anyone. It goes past Yo-Yo, who was hard cheating. Steph soft cheating there, and it goes in the advantage of Steph to put them up multiple goals.
I don't know. That kickoff seemed kind of fishy to me, but I can only speculate. Maybe they're trying to set up for an overtime here. Obviously, they have the 2-goal lead right now, but we've seen that Team 2 has been able to come back in these situations before. They did have a lot more time the last time they were 2 goals down, but we'll just have to see exactly what they can do. As Ark gets a 50 in the midfield, immediately gets dunked by Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo to the middle, but doesn't have a teammate. Steph will clear this long. Guy has to rush back. Able to get a 50, but it's going to go in front of his net. What a touch from Pangolin. Managed to get the save as well. Steph and Bird Turd come together. Bird Turd's able to get the touch. Over one. Trying to pass it to Ark. Almost finds the back of the net, but unable to find anything there. Steph to collect this ball. Yo-Yo goes underneath. Low on boost. Has Pangolin to his left. Maybe looking for a pass over to Pangolin. It goes off of Yo-Yo again, and all of a sudden, the lead is cut in half.
Oh my gosh. Yo-Yo played Team 1 on a fiddle. I mean, they did not know he had 0 boost, but it worked out probably to his advantage because it baited Bird Turd in, and then he's able to get the 50 around him. It pinches off his own car into the back of the net. What a play there from Yo-Yo. And Team 1 have not won this game yet. They need to be careful because the way Orange Team are playing, the way Team 2 are heating up, they can come back in an instant, in a flash. Yo-Yo over everyone, trying to dunk the defense. Oh my gosh. How has that one not gone in? Bird Turd off the backboard. Guy has to read it. He does read it. Bird Turd and Ark bump each other, but no one on Team 2 is there to punish him.
That was a great 50 from Bird Turd to get Yo-Yo off of that ball. Guy looking for a pass to Yo-Yo, unable to find it. Ball gets cleared by Steph. 13 seconds to go. Time winding down. Team 2 looking at potentially not getting the sweep here as Ark put this into the corner. 50 by Yo-Yo. It goes out to Steph. Steph, the backboard. Oh, that's not what Guy needed to do. If he had let Yo-Yo have that, could have popped it up in the air. Team 1 will take game number 3 and prevent the sweep.
Team 1 avoid the sweep, but Team 2 at the end were showing their teeth. They were fighting back and nearly Yo-Yo getting the dunk over the last defender. What a showing here. Team 1, the response, 12 shots. That was much more than they've had. It's probably more than the rest of their games combined, the way they've been shut down by Team 2, but now starting to find the flow, link up with each other, and find the back of that orange net. So great showing from Team 1 to come back mentally down 2 goals. Of course, it's just an all-star game, but, you know, the reverse sweep can certainly be on now.
That's just one of 3 that they need to win, so... And it was close right towards the end there. If Team 2 had managed to get another one in the back of the net, the mental might have been shaken just a little bit. And oh my goodness, it happened again. We have another server down for maintenance, everybody.
Server maintenance counter tick up to 3. Let's go. We're going for 100. I don't think that's possible, but
We
actually,
did
sorry, I don't
not,
want to
do
jinx.
not do not put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh man. If we see 100, I'll be impressed. Actually, that'd be impressive. Yeah, probably.
I swear, if we see 100, y'all didn't hear it, but our producer said if we see
I, I
100
think
server
I
resets,
think
he's
we'd get
retiring.
people quitting if we get 100. Like, there's no, that's impossible.
Oh man. All
We'd get
right,
people quitting if it was a finals at that point.
yo, the final stream would just be canceled if we had to do this many lobby resets. But that's what happens when a company fires 1,000 people, especially the one person that was maintaining servers. Anyway, we're not going to get into that because I might get this channel taken down.
Well, I think everyone's back in the lobby, so we're just gonna get right back into this and ignore the server maintenance. We are back into more Rocket League action. Game 4, Team 2 up 2-1. Team 1, 1 away from taking us to a decisive Game 5 again.
Return. Gonna go ahead and fake first touch here. Still able to keep it in the corner. Also stole the boost. Looking for a pass to the middle. Unable to find it. England gets one touch. Able to win the 50 by arc. Low on boost. Looking for one more touch. Able to get a 50 with Steph. Right guy. To the backboard. One touch. Bertur is able to clear this away. Comes Yo-Yo. Unable to get it through Bertur. Ball's going to end up back in their half. A little bit of a slower start to this game. Now as things start ramping up, Steph, it's one touch, looking for a second, unable to find it. Arc, able to put this back into the corner. All bouncing out to the middle. Yo-Yo comes in and bails out their team. Yo-Yo once again trying to clear this out. Ragai low on boost, just has to get a 50 and does. Ball's going to end up in Bertur's hands with plenty of boost and plenty of time.
Great control there from Bertur. Beats one and trying to dunk Yo-Yo, but Yo-Yo has been everywhere. Gets the touch. Pangolin's going to be up. Beats Arc to the ball. Bertur is third man. Does he want to commit? He finally will. He'll wait out the miss. This one's going to bounce into the middle. Bertur's going to be first to it. It goes just narrowly wide of the post. Arc wanted in, but Bertur also wanted to center that back in. Little bit of a miscommunication. Steph gets a demo. Bertur has space over Ryguy. This one's waterfalling down awkwardly, and Pangolin gets just the touch necessary and takes control. Will take it. Look to convert into a counterattack. Backflip. Back touch. Arc. Can they find it? This one's an open net, though. They've overcommitted. Yo-Yo is able to get back just in time.
Yo-Yo's an absolute weapon. Trying to get back to that ball. Still managing to find a way to get clear. Arc does get a demo on Pangolin. Ryguy was trying to clear this all the way downfield. Unable to get it by Bertur. England, great win here. Yo-Yo just has to get this to the middle. Picks up the pad. Trying to get a touch. Unfortunately misses. Pangolin with a shot to get cleared away by Steph. Ryguy decides to wait it out. Gets one touch. Pops it over one. Maybe look for a bump here on Bertur, but instead just goes right back to the ball. Yo-Yo, one touch. Push over to the middle, looking for a bump, unable to find it. About half the game gone now, still looking for somebody to put something into the back of the net. And if your team won, this is exactly what they want at the moment, because this is how it went. They kept it close throughout half the game and then scored late. They scored quick with those final two goals.
Yeah, definitely. And there's two going. That's bad. There's no one back. Can Bertur find this on net? He can't. It gets away. As Team 2 are starting to get a little overzealous here, as two committed on a touch into the middle that almost come back to haunt them. Demos coming out on both ends as Arc gets a demo on Yo-Yo. Bertur meets them in the midfield, in the air, high up in the sky, as Arc gets a crucial touch. Ryguy's going to come in next. Tries to pass it over to Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo was not ready for that pass as Arc will play it long. Bird Turd's there. Can he find the redirect? Will take the boost first. This one's bouncing. Good demo.
Good demo.
It's a bouncer. Bird Turd will put in the open net as the panic comes in, as that one almost just bounced over everyone. Great demo. And the two of the orange players left could not read the ball.
And Pangolin had that cleared, but Arc just decided to Arc saying, "Get down, Mr. President," and clearing the way for his team and able to get the ball in the back of the net. And all of a sudden, we're tied up again. Pangolin decides to do it themselves off of the great touch from Yo-Yo.
Yeah, Arc can't get to the backboard quick enough, and so he tries to read the touch straight down, and that is such an awkward read, especially in these lower tiers. Trying to read the backboard looking up is almost impossible, and you know, I was always taught in these low tiers, just hit it to the backboard and good things will happen. And there we see it as a weird back pass. This one, oh my goodness, a Team 2 player came and the touch was not what they wanted. Yo-Yo tries to 50 it around. He's looking dangerous. He's looking to make a touch. Arc doesn't have boost. Just gets in front of the ball though. And 50 seconds left. Team 1 are now starting to try and survive because now Team 2 are getting into a rhythm. Team 1 do not have boost. Bird Turd's the only one. Bird Turd's waiting it out. Bird Turd's getting bumped. Arc has no boost, but he cuts in front anyways. This one is getting scrappy. It's getting dangerous. It's getting very uncomfortable for both teams.
Pangolin trying to do it themselves. Great back pass from Raga to get it to a teammate, and Pangolin just has all the time and space and able to get it by Steph.
Yeah, Steph too far back, and Pangolin with all the time in the world to make plays happen. Steph jumped. It's a futile effort because Pangolin already got the second touch on the ball over his head. Arc not back to cover. This one, 20 seconds left. Is anyone going to be there? Oh my goodness, almost an own goal. That one would have been a questionable one, but luckily Team 2 are able to keep it out. 10 seconds left. Arc doesn't have boost. Steph gets bumped. Is this going to be the dagger? Bird Turd takes control with boost. Got the touch. Around one. He still has control. This one's 50'd. And Arc can't get there. Team 2 will prevent the reverse sweep and take this series in 4.
All right. Once again, I'd say we had another banger. It wasn't as close as that Amy game, but wow, great stuff coming out from all these players. Once again, congratulations to all of you for making All-Star. You definitely deserved it, and you proved it in this game. Team 2 just happened to be the ones that were better off this time, and really, they had two very dominating games, and just the last two were incredibly close. So all these guys were very well matched.
Yeah, this was a tight matchup, but Team 2 able to get going at the end and take it. What a performance. Clutching up was Pangolin, and Yo-Yo in those early games was a monster as well. What a play, or what players are all of those guys. Contender has certainly got a lot more mechanical and crazy since I've been there, and what a great showing for the return of our 9th tier in RSC.
You know, it was a great showing, great showcase of skill of the highest level of the contender tier. Good, like you were saying, it's insane even from the time that I started here, and I've been in RSC for a long time. That's with that being said, we do have one more All-Star matchup. We do have our prospect matchup coming up soon. I'm gonna set it to another quick break, and we'll be right back with that matchup.